Welcome to another video here on Stutteringfreediary. My name is Manolis, and on this channel, as usual, we talk about overcoming stuttering ideas, and I also share my story on how I was able to overcome stuttering. And as I said, if I was able to do it, so can you. Today we're gonna talk about time and space and why, when it gets narrow and more tight, it's on the long run, it's very positive and it's very advantageous. So let me share a personal story with you. I remember it was 15 years ago when it was scheduled for me during the summertime to go to a summer camp. I was just the thought alone was scary. I didn't feel comfortable going to a place where I had to be let's say emotionally tight, so to speak, so like outside of my comfort zone. So I remember I made everyone's life around me very difficult. I was complaining a lot. Long story short, I decided to go to this particular summer camp. I made it only for 3 days. After 3 days I gave up and I got back home. But after that, that's the point where the magic begins, because immediately after I got back home, an influx, like a positive overflow, was available. I could speak to all sorts of people that I could normally could not speak to them, like stutter-free. After I got back home, I was able to speak like completely stutter-free, and I think this was because I allowed myself to enter a zone where I put pressure on myself, and like the space got tighter, more narrow. And after that, like as if it goes also when you go to the gym, you apply a little bit of pressure, you lift heavy weights, and then you become stronger. But then there is also another story that I was told lots of times before in the past, but there is a valuable lesson behind it. So there was a family, like a man with a couple and 2 young kids. So the man was always complaining, was always saying that his apartment is way too small. So as he used to go to his spiritual guide a couple of times every month, he went for seeking advice for this particular issue that he had. So the spiritual guide told him that you should ask your brother and his family to move in with you guys. After a week, he said to him that you should also ask your parents to move in with you. After another week, he asked him to ask his uncle and his aunt to move in this small apartment. So after a month or so, the spiritual guide told him, now get rid of them, like ask them, all of them, to move out of your apartment. And all of a sudden, the man was the happiest man on earth. At least he felt this way, because all of a sudden the apartment felt way bigger. So it's a matter of perception. So the main message of this video is that every time you allow yourself to exit, to get out of your comfort zone. So as I was saying, every time you allow yourself to exit, to get out of your comfort zone, every time you get into a place where it feels tight and awkward and so on and so forth, on the long run, you benefit from that. The main challenge is to stay in it only for so long that it benefits you. If you stay for much longer, then it may not be such beneficial. So that was today's message. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.